What makes NIKKE special? This was 5 months ago though. I've been playing this game for months and I started thinking that there are probably hundreds of other Coomer games. Some of them probably also has decent story, regular updates, and everything else that NIKKE has. So why is NIKKE so much more successful than those other games? What makes this game special? I couldn't really come up with an answer, so I'm asking you all. Well, from me, all right, I'm gonna read some of these comments, but from me, I think what makes NIKKE special is mainly the development team, right? Because at the end of the day, I feel like if your gacha game has enough rewards for free-to-play players, if your game has regular updates, if your game is actually like good with their story and stuff like that, it's gonna be a great game, right? But I feel like the communication for any game between developers and their players is what big ups the game, right? That's why when it comes to some of these games that have no communication, they're only ever clowned on. But games that have communication with their, or developers that have communication with their community, those games are usually big ups. Now you might be wondering, so what about Genshin? Because Genshin is obviously the most popular game and they have no communication whatsoever, right? I think people call it the COVID buff, right? Genshin came out during COVID, so they have the COVID buff. But the COVID is basically done now, right? Is COVID still going on, chat? I haven't heard Jack about COVID in a minute. Is COVID done? I don't know, but like obviously a lot of people spend money on Genshin. A lot of people spend their 2 years indoors playing Genshin, so they got addicted to it. Hence why it's still being played despite them literally treating their players like shit. But I don't think NIKKE's gameplay is like what makes NIKKE good. I don't think, I don't want to say NIKKE's story doesn't make the game good, because I do think NIKKE's story is one of the main reasons why NIKKE is great, right? A lot of people played this game because they probably seen ass or titties. That's really a lot of people probably just seen the game, they seen ass and titties, and like, okay, let me try this game out. But then they read the story and they're like, okay, I'm playing this game for the story, right? It's just how it be. So I want to say mainly it is the story, but I think the communications behind the developers and the community is a huge part of why NIKKE is also successful, why it's special, why it's always high up there. People are just loyal to a game and a team that's loyal to their players, right? Like this person right here said physics, right? I am too interested in heavy usage of physics in NIKKE. But the thing is, like, I don't know, right? I don't know if I'm not gonna deny that physics is like the ass and the tits in NIKKE. I'm not gonna deny that these are things that are like, what do I want to say? I'm not gonna deny these are things that are why people come to NIKKE. But it's like, I cannot get behind the logic of NIKKE is only good because the characters have physics in their ass and their titties, when there's games that have it even worse. Let me show you something. All right, look here. Take a look at this. Let me mute the music. Take a look at this right here. This is Brown Dust 2. If the whole thing behind NIKKE is only popular because of its assets, why isn't a game that has, let me see if I can find this. There's so much. Why isn't a game that has this for an animation, right? Why isn't a game that has that for animations not doing better than NIKKE? Why is a game that has this for animations not doing better than NIKKE? Why is a game, where is this? Why is a game that has this for animations why are games like these, because there's a lot of games like that, why are games that have those for animations not doing better than NIKKE if the whole thing was physics? Because all NIKKE has is characters in pants and then their ass shakes when they shoot guns. But then you have these girls in basically nothing. Everything showing basically. So it's like, me personally, I just can't get behind the logic of physics for the simple fact that other games have it worse, right? That's just my logic behind it. But if you could prove me wrong, I'm willing to hear it out, because I don't mind changing my opinion when I have proof behind it, right? There is that. I'll just be harping everything others have pointed out. GPS, jiggles per second, management devs that doesn't live in their own tower, and their writing, right? Game design, basically. I'm just going over the main things right there, right? People are just brain rot. They are not him. NIKKE has genuine great writing and voice acting too. Yeah, I think the story in NIKKE is what keeps people around. I think the assets is what they use to promote and get people to click the download button. but the story is what keeps them here, right? It's just how it is. Right, it's just how it is, right? Like, 'cause a lot of you guys, my Nikke videos is what made you click and subscribe to this channel, but the entertainment I provided is what made some of you guys stay even longer, right? It's just how it is, right? They definitely know their target audience. Too bad the audience didn't like getting called out, and devs had to remove it and apologize. Shake my head. But that's for what? Higher production value and marketing budget? Yeah, no, I don't think Nikke is I think NIKKE Special just because the game itself is behind all the, because outside looking in, just a hentai game at this point. Like, let's just keep it a buck, chat. From the outside looking in, it's just a quote unquote hentai game. Not really, but like, you know, a degenerates game, which I say it all the time. Y'all degenerates. I'm gonna keep it a buck. I don't play this game like y'all. I don't play the game like how y'all play. Y'all degenerates, bro. Y'all on your own. I'm sorry. But that's like what they're kind of promoting, or not necessarily promoting. That's what they're putting out there. So yeah, they are promoting that to get people to just click the download button. That's all you have to do. You got to click the download button. That's all they care about, because they know their story is more than enough to get you hooked. That's why Nikke is doing well. They're very smart in the head. They know it themselves. That's what they say in like down there every dev video. They know it themselves. Their whole point of this game was to get people to just click download, and then guess what? Right, it was something different too, right? It was a different gameplay style. Like, Nikke's gameplay is quite different from your average game, right? It's not the exact same as all these other games, right? They clicked it, they got it for you to download. You probably seen Volume. Let me show you who Volume is, right? You probably seen Volume shaking, right? Let me know right now if you're just clicking on this video because it's a Nikke video, right? You probably seen this character, right? You probably seen this character right here. And then this is what made you click download, right? You probably seen this. You probably seen all these things right here. Then you clicked on it. You seen this maybe. Then you clicked on it. But then you read the story. And then that's what made you stay on it, right? This is the girl that brought you here, but it was the story that kept you. This was the girl who kept you here, right? This is the girl that brought you here. This is the girl that kept you here. That's just how it is, right? They're just smart. They're just smart, bro. Honestly, if I was like another company trying to do what Nikke did, I would go about it like that, right? There's a lot of that's why, like, no disrespect, obviously, but why do you think any female nowadays can do OnlyFans and they kind of just get big, right? Like, there's so many men really just are like, they're just gonna click on that shit if they see it, bro. I'm sorry, it's the reality. So many men will click on that shit just because they see it, right? That's literally what Nikke used to get their game going. They literally just promoted it just like how an OnlyFans model would do it. They did what OnlyFans models do, get people to come there, and then they just show the gameplay and the stuff like that within that OnlyFans, that quote-unquote OnlyFans Nikke terms in Nikke, and then the story is what kept them here, bro. We're simple creatures. Well, y'all are simple creatures. I'm not a degenerate. I only started playing Nikke because my friend Amazing and me tried out gacha games. My friend Amazing was he got caught lacking by this character's body, but me, I was only playing it because me and Amazing try out gacha games together, right? And then I actually ended up liking the game. So it's not. Hey, I didn't play this game because I was a degenerate. My friend Amazing put me on, right? He showed me Volume. I was like, let me try out the game because you want to try out the game. We're gacha reviewers, basically. Let's do it. I was like, sure. And then I stayed with the game. But he got into the game because of assets. So, yeah, Nikke is special because of the development team and the story. That's the best way I could put it, because the gameplay is not for everybody, right? You could say the gameplay if you wish, but I don't think the gameplay is for everybody. I think more people actually play this game for the story and the like dev communication more than the gameplay, but I could be wrong. But that's really the main two reasons. So that's why I think, Nikke is special, at least. But this is my opinion. Feel free to share your opinions down below in the comments, y'all. Obviously, my chat right here, they have their opinions right there on screen as well, so feel free to read them throughout the video. If you haven't already, go back and read them if you wish. But yeah, I think it's that. And assets are nice. Assets are nice as well. Why not? Right? I'm not gonna act like Nikke doesn't have good assets. The assets in Nikke is great, bro. It's great.